My law firm is the Dushkin Law Firm. I personally have been practicing law for 31 years. We have a great practice here that focuses a lot on commercial collections. Those are basically judgments or promissory notes or lease payments that have been missed that are in excess of $10,000. Our practice a lot of cases that are over $50,000 to even a couple $1,000,000. We love doing it because we feel like the people that work so hard for their money should be paid back. The way to do that is to have a great arsenal behind you. What's an arsenal? It means we have motions we can take to the court, motions to compel, motions to show cause on why they shouldn't be held in contempt, receivership. There's a lot that a creditor attorney can do that we have to our disposal. Do we do them all? We do them in piecemeal. Whatever it takes to get the money, that's what we have to do.
I'm proud to say that one that I remember very, very well is when he handled one for me and took it all the way to the Texas Supreme Court, and the bank prevailed, and I was very proud of the work that he did, and more so I was very happy of the fact that we won that case.
And that's what we do. The difference in our firm and a lot of other firms is we keep coming after you because we know a lot of people, when they get a judgment, they don't know what to do with it. The attorney, they go get the abstract, they get the writ of execution, and that's it. But we take it to the next step, we're on steroids, and we just keep going after them. We feel like we want to have them go with their, I want their thinking my mouth is on their ankle, and I'm not going to let go until I get some blood out of them. No, until I get the money.
It is so important. I can't tell you how important it is when you're in business to have a good standard contract that you can use that has a lot of bells and whistles for you.
The other 40% is dealing with contracts. We do all sorts of contracts, not the boilerplate ones, but the ones that are more difficult. And people come to us and say, how do we deal with this? So what we take it is we listen to their story. Every contract's fairly unique. There's a lot of terms that are all into it, but our goal is to take that contract and turn it into something that's tailored just for that client.
That can prevent you from getting into a mess because your contract has provisions in there that protect you. And having those provisions, if they take it to another attorney, they either will not be interested in the case or it will settle for such a small amount because of the precautions you did early on in the case.
You know what Jay really does for us in terms of the contract part of our business, and we deal with major contracts with major corporations, and they have armies of attorneys, and we've got Jay, right? And he listens, that's the key thing. So he will take his legal, approach, and he'll tell me, well, if you do this, here's your risk. If you want to go that way, here's the risk. So he tells me what it is. But at the end of the day, he listens and he works out a strategy that accomplishes both goals. So we've been successful with having good contracts and contracts that are fair for us as a smaller company dealing with a big Fortune 500 company, but yet it's something that we can sell to that client.
I love going to court. I love talking to people. I love going to mediations. I love getting results. I'm a problem solver. If a potential client comes to my office and asks me to represent them and they've committed a fraud on another party, we're not the attorneys for them. We're the ones who want to go after those parties that committed the fraud because we have strong requirements to be a client of the law offices of Jay Dushkin.
If the word honest and lawyer could be put together, they'd have a picture of Jay in the dictionary next to it.